Namaskaram. In Mahabharatam, we are continuing with the story of Agastya. This is a part of that Tirthayatra sub-parvam of Vanaparvam. We have started with the story of Agastya when Sage Lomasha took the Pandavas to Agastya's hermitage, and then to Yudhishthira's query about Agastya, Lomasha started narrating Agastya's story. We already said that Agastya wanted to marry and get children because his ancestors were suffering for want of progenies. So he created, not finding a suitable girl to marry, Agastya created one, naming her Lopamudra, and married her when she grew up. Lopamudra but refused to have a union with Agastya, saying that she can't have children in that dirty hermitage. She didn't have good clothes, she didn't have a good bed, she didn't have a good room. So only with all that, she was ready to have a union with the sage. But Agastya said that he didn't have money. So Lopamudra said, go and beg rich kings. Agastya went to one king who showed that his income and expenditure matched. There was no surplus to spare. So he took that king and went to another. Like that, he went to several, and all of them were good kings in that whatever they got through tax, they spent on welfare schemes. So with all those kings, Agastya finally went to the Asura, the demon by name Ilvala, because he was known to be very rich. And that is how far we had gone. And Ilvala had a special power. He could call any dead person by name and the person would come back to life. So first of all, the Ilvala became angry with one Brahmin because he was a Brahmin with a lot of power from meditation. So Ilvala asked for a son who would be as powerful as Indra. But the Brahmin refused to give him that boon, that blessing. So from that day onwards, Ilvala became angry with all Brahmins, and he devised a trick to kill all the Brahmins one by one in revenge. So he would invite Brahmins, kill his own brother by name Vatapi. First of all, turn Vatapi into a goat and kill Vatapi, the goat, and then cook a curry with the meat, and he would serve the goat curry to the Brahmin, who would eat the curry. And when he finished eating, Ilvala would call Vatapi, and because of his power, Vatapi would get back to life. He would break the Brahmin's belly and come out, killing the Brahmin thereby. And then the two brothers would eat the Brahmin. Like that, they killed many Brahmins. And it was to that Ilvala who Agastya went with the kings. And Ilvala said, "Oh, fine, come on, sage Agastya, come, have a food with me." Agastya said, "Fine." Agastya knew what was going to happen. And as usual, Vatapi was turned into a goat. Ilvala killed the goat and cooked a curry and served Agastya the goat curry. Agastya ate to his fill, finished the whole curry. And when finished, as usual, Ilvala called, "Vatapi." There was no response. Called again, "Vatapi." There is silence. And again, loudly, "Vatapi." No use. Then Agastya was waiting. He smiled and said, "Oh, how can Vatapi respond to you? He is already dead. I have digested him." Agastya patted his belly and said, "Vatapi is inside my belly. He has been digested and he's gone into my blood." And Ilvala was terrified. How is it possible? He has killed so many Brahmins this way. And this little man, Agastya was known to be a short person. This short man has cheated me, defeated me. So he was terrified, and he meekly went to Agastya, "Sage Agastya, tell me what I can do for you. Why did you come?" Then Agastya said, "Yeah, fine. Now you are coming to your senses. I am badly in need of some riches, and so is the case with these kings. So give us what we want." So Ilvala was prepared for anything. So Agastya said, "This king, he needs 10,000 heads of cattle, equal amount of gold coins, and the same is the case with all those kings. And for me, I need double that amount, double that wealth, plus a golden chariot and a few other things." Ilvala said, "Okay, it is too much, but I will give you whatever you ask," and gave Agastya all that, prostrated before him, and saw Agastya off. And that is the story of Agastya. And there are lots of stories, interesting stories of Agastya in this Tirthayatra Parvam itself, on this entourage. Agastya gave all that wealth to Lopamudra. Lopamudra was happy, pleased. So she got a good house for herself to have children, to grow, and got good clothings, and they had and before union, Agastya asked, "Lopamudra, are you looking for 1,000 sons, or one son who is very powerful? All those powers of those 1,000 sons will be in one. What do you prefer?" Rudra said, "What is the use of 100 sons? I need only one who will be as good as all those 1,000. And Agastya said, "Okay, so be." So, and they had a union, and a son was born. He was named Dridhasyu. Dridhasyu was the name given to him, who later on also grew up to be called Idhmavaha. Idhmavaha is one who carries Idhma. Idhma is the wooden sticks that are offered in Homa, heaven. Idhmavaha. And after the child was born, Agastya said, now my purpose is served, I am going back for tapas, for meditation. Lopamudra didn't object. She grew, looked after the son. And Lomasha finished the story saying, and so this is the hermitage where Agastya meditated for long years. And look at the Ganga, river Ganga, which is flowing nearby. You all take bath in it, and it is very good. And Lomasha said there is story about Ganga, which later on. And next to the hermitage of Agastya, Lomasha pointed out to a tirtha which was called Bhrigu Tirtha. He said it was in that tirtha, in that water body, pond or lake, where Parashurama, from the Bhrigu's family, Parashurama, who had lost all his powers to Sri Rama, came here, took bath, and then he got all his lost powers. So Yudhishthira asked, how did Parashurama lose all his powers to Sri Rama? Lomasha said, yeah, that's another story. And we shall go into that story next day. Today the time is up. So, namaskaram.